septiembre te votó. A mí sin cojones lo que digan tu amiga. Ya yo me enteré, se nota cuando me ves. Ahí donde no has llegado sabes que yo te llevaré. Dime qué quieres beber, que tú eres mi bebé. Y de nosotros quién va a hablar si no te vamos a ver. Ya yo me enteré, se nota cuando me ves. Ahí donde no has llegado sabes que yo te llevaré.
Hey guys! Welcome back to our YouTube channel. This is Arlene.
And this is Maria, and this is Soul Sister Show.
So today we're talking about things we learned the hard way.
We got a lot of those.
Yeah,
We got a lot of those. So,
because every day you learn something new.
yeah, and you know, as you grow,
You realize things.
as you grow, and as you don't listen to what people tell you, you're gonna.
You're gonna learn it yourself. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, you're gonna watch this video and you're gonna tell us we're right, and then you're not gonna listen to us, and then it's gonna happen to you, and then you're gonna be like, wow, they told me.
I heard that before. It sounds familiar. Yeah. So the first thing I have is trust is not given, it's earned. Because before I used to just be like, oh yeah, I trust this person, I trust whatever. But then it's like, why did I give you the trust again? Because like now you acting weird. You know what I'm saying? You moving a little shysty. Like, why did I trust you again? Like, you know, you can't just put your trust in everybody, because not everybody is worth your trust. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna trust you. Like, no, you need to start like knowing people and like analyzing people and shit, and then you figure out if you want to trust that person or not. If they earn your trust, you know, sometimes you test people just on purpose to see if they are trustworthy or not. You know what I'm saying? So you could do that to help you out a little bit, but you should know if you could trust somebody or not. You just can't just trust people like that, you know?
For me, my number one is do things but expect nothing in return. Like, for example, you do a favor to somebody and then later on you expect for them to do something for you. Don't do that, because although that's how it should be, don't, because people don't appreciate stuff. A lot of people don't appreciate the time you put in, don't appreciate, you know, the thinking that you have to do whatever. They don't appreciate that. And then when you realize that they don't appreciate it, you're going to get mad, you're gonna get disappointed, and that's just energy that you don't need. It's better to just do it without expecting nothing. So when they, you know, they disappoint you, they don't care, they don't appreciate it, you'll be like, oh well.
Really though, like, when you do something, it should be because you want to do it.
Right.
Not because you want to expect something from that person or whatever. It should just come out of you. Oh yeah, it's fine, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know?
I've seen a lot of people that they do stuff and then
And they want
later on they be like, oh,
to be like, you owe me.
yeah, like I did this for you, so and so, so you have to do this for me. And it's like, not really, but whatever.
You don't want to, you don't do it.
That's why I said do things but don't expect nothing in return.
Second for me, not everyone is your friend. You need to know who is your friend that you could call, text whenever, or you know, just you feel some type of way. Sometimes you just want to, you know, vent or whatever. You need to know who are your friends that you could trust with things like that. And then the ones that you're just like, oh hey, you know, coincidence. They're not your friends.
That's one thing that I feel like everybody learns the hard way, because it's like a lot of people know how to mask their true intentions really good.
Remember my junior year?
That's the story time right there.
Yeah.
That's the story time right there.
Stay tuned.
Woo, that
for
one
that
is juicy.
I
That one
thought
was
some
juicy.
people were my friends, and it was just like,
Boom.
turn around, give your back to Orlani, you know what I'm saying? Switch up on her. real quick.
In less than a week.
I'm saying it was all in like two
or 3
days.
days.
So I was like, oh, you see, from there on, I was like, hold on, because now you gotta know, that was in school, by the way. School friends and real life friends. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody is your friend. Okay?
Number 2 for me, doing the right thing hurts most of the time.
You gotta be a good person.
Like, for example, especially in relationships, when you know that relationship is not beneficial for you, when you know you have to leave, but you love that person so much for some reason, but you just have to leave because it's toxic, it doesn't benefit you, so you have to leave. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, please.
Yeah, like, you know how people always tell you since you were little, do the right thing, but doing the right thing hurts most of the time, and we don't want to do it, and that's why we don't do the right thing, and then we ended up being messed up. And just, you know,
you gotta be the bigger person sometimes. Sometimes it's all the time, but
yeah, because people,
they're always stuck up, but it's okay.
anyways.
3, not everything that shines is gold. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every really nice person. You know these people that are super nice all the time and all happy all the time? You gotta be sus about those. Like, why are you so happy? Why are you always smiling? And it's just like, they tell you things, passive aggressive type thing.
But most of those people, you see them and you're like, that's so nice, but your gut tells you.
Yeah, like those are people that try to like for everybody to like them. And that's like, no. If you need to be how you are. If people like you, they don't like you. If they do, they like you. You don't have to put up a front for people to like you. Like, what? No. So those people, you have to be careful because they like to do things for other people to other people could be like, oh yeah, that's so like nice that you did that, and then when it comes to putting themselves before you, because they're so nice, right? But when there's a situation they have to put themselves before you, they will. They're not gonna have your back.
Hell yeah.
They're gonna put themselves first. So yeah.
That's funny because my next one is so funny.
What is it?
Putting yourself first is not selfish.
Sometimes,
Yeah,
it depends.
This one is not like when it comes to a situation, this one just comes overall because you're killing, it's like the type of situation where you're killing yourself, doing favors for everybody, trying for everybody to like you and all of that, and it's just not,
it depends.
It's just killing you inside. You're just not happy. You have to do what makes you happy, you know?
If you're not happy, who are you gonna make happy?
Nobody's gonna make you happy like yourself.
I'm saying.
Because nobody knows you like you.
Exactly. So, preach.
Period.
Amen. So 2. If they wanted to, they would. And they, I mean by they, is everybody. I'm not talking about like men or whoever. No, I'm talking about everybody. If they wanted to, they would. There's something you expecting for somebody to do because that's what they should do sometimes. You're like, yeah, you should be doing that. They would if they wanted to. If they don't want to, they're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect too much from people because sometimes people don't give too much.
Don't make an excuse for them that they don't know what they're doing.
Oh,
they do know what they're doing.
This and that. Sometimes it's just how people are. That's how they are. What can you do? And don't expect it from them. Don't be like, don't put your hopes high because you love them or whatever it is, or you know them for a long time, whatever. If you don't know them, you know how they are. Some people just don't give what you expect. So yeah.
The next one for me is a little controversial. But for me, if different people tell you the same thing about a person more than once, and it's probably true. Like for example, I'm getting to know Arlene, right? And then one person tells me, oh, be careful because she's fake. Yeah. That's one person. Maybe it's rumor, maybe they're just trying to, mess it up. Then another person that has nothing to do, like they're not friends with the other person that told me, tells me the same thing. Then I'm gonna start getting a little sus.
It's like, they're not connected to each other, so how would you tell me the same thing?
Exactly. And then another person that is not connected to them tells me the same thing. I'm like, okay, something's going on.
There's something. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes listen, or you could figure out by yourself, because sometimes other people are just
jealous or whatever.
Talk too much, whatever it is the case. Because there's always somebody that hears something, but they say it again. They don't say it the same way that it happened.
Yeah, definitely. So if more than one person tells you,
start investigating.
Yes. Be careful.
Yeah.
Put your guard up.
Exactly. Things happen for a reason. Always. They always do. That's what I think. I go by that strictly. Everything always happens for a reason. I end up finding out why later on, like why it happened. Like you start thinking like, oh, this is what happened. Or something happens and you're like, this is the reason why the other thing happened. You know what I'm saying? Things always happen for a reason. You have to, don't get like down for anything that happens, because that means something better is coming after. It always do, and it always gets better after whatever happens. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason. God always has something else to give you, and it's always gonna be better. So, with that being said, don't get depressed, don't be down, don't get sad. So yeah,
it's gonna be okay. It's kind of, that topic is kind of cliche, but it's true.
It is.
It's true.
It is.
Next one for me, and this one is for everybody in this generation. You need to learn how to be alone. Like, oh my God.
Y'all gonna be sick.
Like, you need to learn how to be alone. You need to learn, like, being alone taught you so many things. And this goes with friendship, this goes with relationships. Stop going from one relationship to another, jumping around like that. Like, no, you need to breathe, be by yourself.
Take time.
Go to the mall by yourself. Have you ever tried that? No, because you don't want to do that. You don't want to be by yourself.
You don't need a friend or somebody for everything.
Yeah.
People can be sick when they depend on something or somebody.
Yeah. Like even going to the bathroom.
Please.
You can go by yourself.
I'm saying, I mean, unless you guys are together, like, with your girlfriend or your best friend or whatever. Hey, let's go to the bathroom.
But you can go by yourself.
You can go by yourself. She can wait for you outside.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Unless you're in the club.
Yeah, don't ever
go
by
together.
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could be by yourself. Like, it's okay. You learn a lot of things by yourself. You learn how capable of doing things by yourself you are.
Yeah, like I said before, nobody knows you like you. Being alone,
think
educate
things.
There you go.
Whatever, I don't know how to say it.
Me either.
But you can comment in the bottom how you say it.
Talk.
But yeah. I don't know if that sounds right, but listen to your freaking parents when they tell you something, because then later on it happens what they tell you, why they tell you the things, how to do it, and then it happens because you didn't do it how they told you to do it. You know what I'm saying? And it never fails for something familiar to happen. They tell you, oh, don't do this because this and that and the other. And then you're like, no, maybe it's not gonna happen. He's just saying that because they just saying that because, And it ended up happening. That happened to me recently. And I was like, ever. Like, traumatizing. Never in my life. I'm gonna do that. So every time he tells me, my dad tells me something, or my mom tells me something, okay, yeah, that's what it is, okay? Because never.
sometimes parents are wrong, but most of the time
they're right.
They're right.
Yeah.
That's one thing we.
There's things that you're like, okay, now you do it too much, but there's also other things that you're like, okay, yeah, I could see that happening, but.
You know how they say that your parents spot your fake friends before you?
Don't take it for granted.
That's one thing.
Just listen. Yeah.
All the friends that I don't have, my mom told me you're not gonna have them in a few years, and she was right.
Did she say that about me?
No.
Oh, she better have that. What?
Okay, for me, it's kind of the topic that we just mentioned. Loneliness is not bad at all. I feel like the people with the most, that has a lot of friends are the loneliest, because once those friends are gone, they get depressed, they don't know how to act, they just, and that's why, going back to what I said, you need to learn how to be alone, because especially when you have a goal in life, when you're trying to be successful, that path is gonna get lonely.
Yeah.
Because not a lot of people are gonna believe in you.
Or they're gonna be jealous.
Or they're not gonna support you, or just, So yeah, if you're trying to have a goal, learn how to be alone, and loneliness is not bad.
Exactly.
It's this generation that does not know how to be alone.
Ever.
Like, what? And you learn about yourself when you're alone. Is it easy at the beginning? Hell no.
Might not be.
Yeah. But
I love being on myself, so
right?
I can't tell you.
Like, I love my space. I love being by myself. I can blast music, whatever I want. Like,
I don't like people like telling me not what to do. My dad could do that, my parents could do that, but now it's just everybody else just like, oh, don't do this, don't do that, do something else.
Yeah. Like, I've gone to the mall. I told one of my friends, like, I go to the mall by myself, and they call me a weirdo. No, you're weird.
I feel like that's so, like, yeah, because I'm here by myself.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
like,
saying? Like, I feel like a woman.
Yeah.
Like, grown person.
I'm doing, errands.
Grown people stuff.
Yeah. Like, I be going out by myself. I'm going to a concert in 2 weeks by myself.
Yeah. She said, F you.
Yeah, because you don't want to go, I'm going by myself.
Yeah. She said, don't care.
Right.
It says, the one that I want to put is, don't get attached too fast to anything. Like,
my Pisces ass could never.
I feel that though.
Oh my god.
I used to get attached super fast to people, and low-key I still do.
I still do. I struggle with that a lot.
But then it's gotten to a point where I cannot even get attached anymore. It's funny. But yeah, don't get attached to anything, because people just end up being bad for you. You know what I'm saying? Really disappointed, really like, wow, that's how you do me? That's how you gonna do me? You know what I'm saying? And then you get super hurt and all that and the other. So don't really get attached to people till they deserve for you to be attached to them. You know, there's a reason for you to be attached to that person. Because they didn't do you like they could have done you, like that.
Yeah, so I struggle with that a lot. I'm struggling with that right now. It's really hard. That's why I feel like I don't let people in, because I know I'm gonna get too attached. Anyways, it's not a therapy section, so we're gonna move on.
Think before you do anything. Don't freaking go and say, oh yeah, F it, let's go ahead and do it. Think a little bit,
Yeah.
Because there are things that could happen. You need to think, but what if this happens and the other? It's in certain situations though, not on everything. Because not everything has a consequence, you know what I'm saying? But things that you know that could have a consequence, think about it first. Do you want to be safe? Or do you want to be in a situation, in a problem?
I saw on TikTok, obviously, advice that says if you have to say fuck it before you do it, then you shouldn't do it.
Because you thought about like, oh yeah, this might be wrong.
But
you say, no, don't do that. I always do this. I tell her how many things. You can ask her how many things I be saying before I do something.
The funny part is that she knows how it's gonna end up and she still does it.
Sometimes, because sometimes I don't get even like cut up or anything.
Well, right now she's a devout woman, so she doesn't do it no more.
No.
But before, oh my gosh.
I would tell her how exactly it was gonna end up.
And she'll still do it. Like,
I would literally say F it.
But I'll be like that too. I'll be like, yeah, this is gonna end up really bad, and I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah. And to this day, sometimes I say F it, but it's not for things that I'm gonna be like messed up or like in trouble or like something's gonna be wrong. No, it's just stupid things.
But still, you know, we focusing on what's it call it? On preserving us, on our energy. So don't waste your energy on things that you have to say F it for.
Yeah. Be careful who you mess with. Keep an eye. First, watch they move. Watch how they move. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
be observant. Like,
exactly, because you know how let's say you want to mess with a guy or something, whoever it is. This is in general. This is for anything. You need to see does he be talking about? What does that person be talking about? How does he move? How does he talk to people? What does he do? Because then you wanna mess with somebody. You wanna like, I don't know, just be friends with that person, and then it was just energy wasted.
One thing that gives it away is if they talk more than they observe. If they just talk, that's a bird.
Yeah, and then you talk too much and you don't do anything. I'm waiting. Like,
But if they're calm and observant and then you talk and all of that, then
they're listening to you.
They're listening. There might be words.
Yeah, just keep observing.
Yeah.
Don't just jump into it real quick.
And that applies to you too. Instead of just talking, observe, because sometimes people's like body language and actions speak louder than their words.
Exactly. So you need to pay attention to the little things. Small things say a lot, you know? Not every time, but yes. Small things say a lot of things. Okay? So yeah, that's all I have.
That's all we
I
have.
hope you liked what we said.
We dropped some gems.
We
did. Got deep.
We really did. You really need to be grateful because you have us here. You know?
You should. I feel like it's been a while since we sat down
and talked to you guys.
Yeah.
We did a lot of that, but we need to like switch it up sometimes.
Yeah, because it's like
you can't have the same thing all the time. So yeah.
But if you like this video, you make sure you like, subscribe, and comment.
Share. You know, comment what you want us to be doing, talk about, or whatever it is. Comment what you thought about our advices.
Drop advices too, like what are things that you learned the hard way.
Exactly.
We want to have a conversation.
We want to know what is it that you guys learn about yourselves, you know. So yeah. Thank you guys. Subscribe. We're almost at 80 subscribers. We're trying to do 100 before the year ends. Please. Bye.